Magic fans, I'm Beef and welcome back to another historic gameplay video, this time featuring a black-red or Rakdos Artifact deck featured around a new common, Cranial Ram, which is a living weapon, so when it ETBs you attach it to a 0/0 Phyrexian Germ token. And a quick creature gets a +X+1, where X is the number of artifacts you control. So the idea is get as many artifacts as we down as we can and smash in. We also have Decklist, which is like Cranial Ram's big brother, which gives a +1/+1 for each artifact and enchantment you control. We don't have any enchantments, just artifacts. And then pretty much everything else in our deck is also an artifact, apart from Voldaren Epicure, which creates an artifact, and Go for the Throat and Deadly Dispute, which are removal and then a way to draw some cards, maybe with our opponent's removal. We also have Furnace Hellkite and Mirror Enforcer, which have affinity for artifacts, so these the cost will decrease the more artifacts we have on the battlefield. And then we have things like single copy of Mishra's Research Desk to be able to exile top 2 cards of a library, choose one of them, we can play them, so a bit of card selection. And whereas it's Scrap Work Mutt, which lets us discard a card and draw a card when it ETBs, so again more card selection. Lands, we have 8 swamps, 8 mountains, 3 Blackleaf Cliffs, which enter untapped if you have 2 or fewer lands, 4 Drossforge Breach, which enter tapped, but they are artifact lands, which also increase our artifact count, and 1 copy of Restless Fence. I've already played the gameplay. I'm not going to do a wrap up because the deck, well, I say it's not that good. It's not. I think the reality is it's an aggro deck, but it's not quick enough against proper aggro decks. But also, I don't know what's happened. The meta in Historic seems to have moved back to Mini the Mighty. I played it 5 times in a row. I've not put any of the gameplay in the video because calling it gameplay is being generous, because it is literally turn 2 win off a scoop. So, you know, there is, unless we have Go for the Throat in our opening hand and leave mana up and are on the play, we lose. So we had so many games like that which we just, there was no point being in it. And other games where we drew a lot of land. We have 24 land in a deck and we drew like 8 of them at some point. I think in one of the games against an Eldrazi deck, they kept on exiling lands, we just kept on drawing lands. It was a bit ridiculous. So yeah, no wrap up. So I hope you enjoy the gameplay. The deck itself, I don't think it's very good. Obviously, if you want to give it a try, please let me know in the comments if you have any success. But please remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you all in my gameplay. So a good hand, we can Epicure turn 1, Cranial Ram turn 2, and then Decklist turn 3, which should cause some Cranial Ram to be pretty big. And then we have the Research Desk to get some card selection later down when we need it. Up against an Elf deck. The Elf decks can go off pretty quickly. Hopefully we draw an untapped land for Decklist. If not, we can play the Research Desk and maybe crack it straight away. Oh, maybe not a regular Elf deck. There's the untapped land. Let's see if we can take out Cura, or at least get her loyalty down. And next turn we can get down the Enforcer, even without an untapped land. Well, that's an issue. It doesn't attack though, that's interesting. Well, I will hold back. We can chump the Vorinclex if we need to. But I expect we're not long for this world. Maybe a Crater Hoof. Yeah, I think we've got a Crater Hoof coming. Yeah, okay. Yeah, he was at turn 3. Vorinclex is hard to beat. Or maybe turn 4, but anyway, yeah. Turn 1 Ginger Brute, turn 2 Ram, and we have some removal if we need it. See if they want to block. They do not. Is this a Finn the Fangbearer deck, maybe? What we'll do is we'll attach the Ram to the Ginger Brute. Make the Ginger Brute unblockable. If they keep the ankle biter back, we can just take it out with Go for the Throat. Well, we'll play out the bridge. Maybe they chump something. Yeah, I'm fine with that. They have a lot of incidental card draw. They are going to draw 2. But we can get down the Enforcer and swing in for 7. More than 7. Swinging for 8. Yeah, they seem to be a mono-green card draw deck, which you don't really see. But they're going to need to find something, otherwise we do have lethal. Maybe not anymore, but they can chump. Well, we could have just made the Ginger Brute unblockable actually, so they couldn't have chumped. So, yeah, a good result in the end. Well, no black mana. And I think we only have like 3 mountains in our deck. Or 3 things that don't produce black mana, so... let's hope we draw into it. But we can turn 1 research desk and then turn 2 scrap work mutt, pitch in the transmogrant. Well, there is black mana. Let's stick with that for now. And there's a swamp for next turn. Or they played it out without a creature to attach anything to. But maybe they have something they definitely want to copy. Oh, it's a mill deck. Everyone's favourite. 2 Ginger Brutes go. Well, 3 Ginger Brutes in a row. Alright, well, we play out the tap land. And next turn we can get down the Enforcer. I imagine they're gonna Tashers. Yep. We're down to 19. We'll probably lost this one. Well, Ram's a good draw. Well, we only have 1 black mana, so we're going to have to play it out. And then we'll get out the Enforcer. I mean, next turn we get down the Transmogrant. And hope we can survive. Which we can't. Well, yeah, that was unfortunate. Oh, we don't have any about big artifact payoffs, but hopefully we can draw into them. They foretold something. Probably Behold the Multiverse or Saw It Coming, maybe. They foretold something else. Still looking for one of our big payoffs. There is one of them. Should be able to play it out as well. So depending on what they do, they might be dead next turn. 2 Crush the Weeks. Well, this has suddenly got a lot worse. Although Ouroboros Forge is doing work. And because it was exiled, we can't bring the transmogrants back. They're still on the 2-turn clock because of the Forge. And potentially a 1-turn clock because of the Enforcer. But we'll see what they've got. Might just be a rope. Ho hum. It's just been one of those days. They seem to be thinking about something. Or they are just roping completely. Well, let's see if they are actually there. Well, they're not. There we go. That was worth it. Well, we've got an okay hand. We do have to play a tap land turn 1. They're thinking about something. Well, I'm guessing this is a Million in the Mighty deck. Yep. No black mana. This is better. We'll get rid of the Epicure. They're on probably an Eldrazi ramp deck. Might be similar to the one that we played on the channel. So if it is similar, it doesn't have a huge amount of removal until they get to 8 mana, 7 mana to play the Devour. We'll pitch the mountain to draw another mountain. And another mountain. For a deck that only has 24 lands, we draw... We draw a lot of lands. I think they do have removal. I think we've drawn all our mountains. I'm going to attach this to the muck just so it can attack through the Flesh Raker. Well, next turn. They're dead. Maybe? Yes. Dross Claw putting in some work there, and I don't think they realise exactly what it did.